Why did nobody tell me about these massive downsides to having your own business? I'm looking at you. Now, disclaimer, I left my job, a job that I loved, over a year and a half now. Whoop. And I don't regret it. I'm happy. I love that I work for myself. I love it. However, there's a few things that I feel like I would have liked to have been given a heads up about before I took the plunge, So if you are considering leaving your 9 to 5, going into business on your own, whatever your idea might be, whatever your business plan is, I'm going to tell you some of the downsides for me, okay? Because I wish somebody would have been honest with me. Just to give me the heads up. I probably still would have made the decision, but I just would have gone into it a bit wiser, Okay, number one, this is top for me, is that I constantly feel like I'm a door-to-door saleswoman. Anytime I go to speak about my business, speak about the services I provide, I feel like, what's the guy from Only Fools and Horses? I feel like him. And I know it's a part of the business. I understand. I get it. I'm not big enough that I have a team that I can say, oh, this is my marketing person. I am all the persons. But it just feels so awkward to me. And like, I have friends who literally, they go onto my social media pages and they tell me off because they're like, Tan, if I didn't know you, I wouldn't have any idea what you do. I wouldn't know that you created these affirmation cards for children that went from being a small thing that you created at home to being sold in TK Maxx within 6 months. I wouldn't know that. See, even the fact that I just told you that, I feel like a saleswoman. And I'm not. I'm just telling you what I did. But yeah, it stresses me out. Honestly, it's the worst part for me, is having to speak about the products, and I know, I get it. People aren't going to know unless you speak about it. But that for me is number one. That's number one on my list of downsides to having your own business, because I don't want to feel like I'm forcing anybody. I don't like it. Okay, number two is the financials. Like, I don't feel like I hear enough people being real about being self-employed. Those invoices. Sorry, wait, what? Not having a regular income. Sorry, wait, what? You have to remember, I have been working since I was 16. I'm now in my 30s. But I've always had a stable income. Like, I've always had a job. Even like, other than maternity leave, I've always been working. So to go from 9 to 5, knowing exactly when my income's coming, I know my pay date, I know where my bills are getting paid from, to I can send an invoice and all 2 months later I haven't got paid for it. But yet still, the bills still have to be paid. I can't tell the bill collector, oh, I just haven't, this invoice hasn't cleared yet. They don't accept that. So yeah, that is number two for me. And number three, sorry, I had to get my cup of tea. Number three is the hours. I left, so anybody else who has their own business, let me know if you agree. I left my 9 to 5 so I can have more time. And I feel like I've gone from working 9 to 5 to working 24 hours. 24 hours. Like, legit. Like, I will put the girls to bed and then I'll be like, okay. Sometimes all 11:30, 12, I'm up doing stuff and I'm like, if I was in a 9 to 5, I would have clocked out time ago. And then on top of that, you got your mum. So there's the normal mum stuff. You go from working 9 to 5 to 24 hours. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm just gonna be real. But in saying all of that, as I said in the beginning, I genuinely wouldn't change anything. Like, I love the fact that I work for myself. I love the fact that my hours work around me and my husband and my children. I love it. For example, today, my children told me yesterday that their school had not an assembly, a church service, like a whole school church service today, and I was able to go. And I don't have to think about, oh, I've got a book of time, or oh, I need to speak to my manager, or and it's just no. My babies said they're doing a reading at their church. I'm going to be there. So yeah, if you are a woman in business, if you are a mum in business, let me know. Let me know in the comments what some of your downsides are to business. What are the things that you didn't expect? What are the things that you didn't realize before you started your own business? Because hopefully we can put some things that other people that are going into business on their own, they've got a bit more of a heads up than we had. Happy Tuesday.